Hi everyone, it's Jodie here. How are you all? It's been a while. This is just a little mixed media painting in my teeny tiny hand ruler. It's a sketchbook. So this page I've put a bit of masking tape in the middle, and I have also gessoed it, and I cut out a piece of scrapbooking paper up at the top right hand corner, which is supposed to be an umbrella, and at the moment I'm going over it with some, the distressed stains, just adding a bit of colour. So I'm dabbing them on, squirting them with water, and then dabbing it off again. And now I have gone in with a mask, and I am using a transparent embossing paste. So so that's sort of basically the backdrop for this little painting. And now I'm drawing in the details with a colour erase pencil, because you can take erase the colouring pencil off gesso, whereas a normal graphite pencil you can't. And I tried to remove the embossing paste from particular areas with this. I have a scalpel. I took one of the dots off of the face, and I'm trying to get them off there, but if I ever do something like this again, I'll make sure I don't bother trying to do that, because it actually made it look worse. It ripped the paper and it made it look all horrible. Going in with, I use the Ceram coat. It's just a hobby paint. Quite often I'll mix it with some of my heavy body paints as well, just to get a different colour. And so I am trying to paint the face of the girl. It's not an easy, I find these little sketchbooks are quite cool because they're not very intimidating, and I can do a painting in a quick time, because I quite often find if I'm doing the bigger paintings, it takes me so long that I run out of steam or something like that. So now I'm doing her eyes, which always brings the little face to life. So yeah, I haven't been doing many paintings, not journal ones, or I've been doing lots of daily prompts and using watercolour mainly, not so much the acrylic paint, so I'm a bit rusty. But I did enjoy doing this once I finished. I was quite happy with how she turned out, even though I had a bit of a problem with her eyes, and I was having a bit of a problem because of the embossing paste was getting in the way of her hands. So I go in with the base layer of the flesh colour for the face, and then I start putting in some of the details. And quite often I'll go over the top of a lot of things and redo them. You paint them, then you paint over them with something else, then you paint them back in, and you just keep doing that until you get it how you like it, which is quite good with the acrylic. You can't do that with watercolour. I suppose with watercolour what you've got to do is just put water on it and remove it that way. So I'm trying to do like the outline, darkening up the eyes and trying to get the shape of the face correct. I think that eye on the left was a little bit wonky. her head and her eye. So the thing is usually just something quite simple, maybe the size, or you haven't quite got the shape of the face correct, and it alters everything. It's like a lot of things can be fixed with just a bit of shading rather than anything else. So she's actually supposed to be holding on to the umbrella. And I think she's flying. She's not running, she's flying. I don't even think it's raining. No, she's just floating away, flying away. With her brolly. So, she's got blonde hair, blue eyes, ponytails. You can't see the other one, it's on the other side. Can I just sort of see this one on the right there? Still flopping around the eyes. I spent so much time on the eyes and it's sort of crazy. And that's a little hair tie. Doesn't match her shirt or her dress. It's a funny dress shirt in the end. Nothing coordinates. Two brushes, one for the dark paint and one for the light paint. Drying it off a little bit. I've got my a Pitt pen. Just outlined her eyes a bit more, so I could sort of get could see them a bit better. And then a bit of grey Pitt pen, just to add a bit more shading in. Plus, it's quicker than trying to paint. A bit of white into the white of the eye, I think. And it brings them back out again. Makes them, a bit of white into the whites. Not all over the white, because you've got the shadow at the top and the bottom. A little button nose. Okay, so I think I'm probably just about happy with the eyes. Yep, now I'm going to paint the umbrella and put a bit of shape to it. Darker lines through the metal part is, and then lighter towards the middle of each of those sections. I'm putting some highlights to the metal handle, which you can't really see in this, but it is there. And then I think I did a bit of white paint to fix up the edges where her feet and her hands are, because they got a bit smooched. And now I'm trying to add a bit more background colour. So I got the, what do you call those, distress stains and a bit of water, and just trying to add a bit more interest down the bottom, because I didn't really have a lot going on down there. Drying it all off. Oh yeah, do a little bit more red into her hair tie and her lips and around her eye, or both eyes I should say, not one. Fiddling around trying to get, well, that's where I put the white into the handle of the brolly. Painting in her dress shirt, which I did make a mistake I think on this, where the shadow, because I didn't have a reference, so I'm just using my thought and I just out of my head, and I probably should have had the lighter areas going from like the right to the left rather from the left to the right, because her left arm is up higher, so it would have pulled the dress higher, and I think that's why I sort of did some things to it, but I didn't, it's not really as defined as I would like it to be. You see the darker area down the bottom of her dress, and where I've just put that white in, I should have gone in the other way. Not that way, not right, you know. Should have gone from the bottom right up to the top left. But, oh well. It doesn't look too silly. And as I said, I'm a bit rusty. I haven't, well, I'm not very good at these sort of things. Well, I don't know. It's all a learning curve. I still was quite happy with how the whole thing turned out, just for something to do in the afternoon. I haven't sat and painted a little whimsy girl for quite a while, so it was actually quite a nice little change. Just putting some shadow around her legs and her feet just to define them a bit more. She's got no shoes on. You can't really see her hand, that hand on the right, and you can't see the hand on the left either, because that's up behind her head holding onto the umbrella. Just trying to put some little bits of interest or detail into the shirt, a bit of darkness around her face, a bit of dark brown, just to bring it out a bit more. And darker blue around the dress, just to add a bit of interest and make it look a bit more realistic, even if I have got the shadows the wrong way around. I think now I'm going around her eyes again, put some eyelashes on. Put a few too many on the bottom, but luckily with Pitt pens you can take them off with water. And then I'll go in with a few darker lines into her hair. Oh yeah, that's all white. I did put some darker ones in, but I've gone in with some Sharpie. And a few different lines around the umbrella, and then I go around the Pitt pen. I was trying to make the umbrella stand out a little bit more, which I sort of probably, I don't know if I did. I actually went around the whole thing, as you can see now. I'm going around the border, and you smudge it. The Pitt pens are good, they smudge, and you can push them around. So I went round with one colour brown, and then I went round with the even darker one. And that really made it look a lot better. I'm trying to get rid of a couple of drawing lines And sorry about my head in this one. This is where I'm just putting in the little words fly away. So I hope you enjoyed watching this quick little page. It was a lot of fun. So thank you for watching, as the little sign says, and until next time, take care and keep drawing and painting and creating. Bye.